This is the real crossroads fight. It's the guy on the way up against the guy that some think is to turn the corner and going on the way down. And he is coming off a loss, and he's got to win here tonight, or at least look good to prove he's still got it. As you can see, a big difference in the age. Martirosyan just coming into his own at 23, and Ouma trying to prove tonight that he has not turned the corner at 31. Big edge in height, a slight edge in reach, and an edge in weight as well, all for Martirosyan. As we take a look at the rules for tonight, there's no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Fighter's not going to be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight, and of course we go to the scorecards in case of an accidental foul at the end of the 4th round. Prior to that, no contest.
So this fight, even though it is a championship fight for the NABF, NABO welterweight titles, it is only a 10-round fight, not a 12-round fight. And here is Kassim Ouma. He comes from Uganda. Of course, a fascinating story, the subject of a documentary.
Well, this is someone who was, you hear about these horror stories, Barry, and it just really grabs you. He was kidnapped at the age of 6, along with his entire school class, forced to go into the army. The National Resistance Army in Uganda, was carrying a gun a year later at the age of 7, forced into battle at times. But he managed to escape that whole situation, turn professional, eventually win a world championship.
Yeah, and he has been pardoned by the president of Uganda, so now he can go back to his home country anytime he wants to. He wasn't able to do that for a long time. And alongside him, another very familiar face, the gentleman behind him with the glasses and the dreads. That's Livingstone Bramble, a guy who himself was a champion. Now training Kassim Ouma.
And Bramble trying to make his mark, a real mark, as a trainer. He said, I'm a no-nonsense guy. We had some issues. This is my first fight with him, but Kassim got through those issues, and we trained very well for this fight. And Bramble is predicting flat out he's going to get a big victory here tonight.
Yeah, and Bramble says it'll be a victory for both of us. Now, Vanes Martirosyan. So Vanes Martirosyan holding up what he hopes are the first of many title belts, originally from Armenia, now living in Glendale with a huge Armenian population. We talked about that. Also trained by Freddie Roach, another one of the bright young hopes in Freddie Roach's stable. He was with him for the first 2 years of his career and then moved back to Houston to work with Ronnie Shields. And in what was not a bitter parting from Ronnie Shields, came back to work once again with Freddie Roach. So that's the stage for our main event. When we come back, we'll have the introduction of the fighters, and we'll get on with our main event for the NABF NBA.
Oh, yeah. So smooth.
With fans for Vanes, and you can definitely hear them now. And that's the guy who's taken on here tonight, Kassim Ouma, who's pretty much been through it all, not only in the ring, but in his life.
Yeah, it really has. Right now, to the center of the ring, let's meet them with Lupe Contreras.
From the joint at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, this is the main event of the evening. Este es el combate estelar de esta noche. Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with La Cerveza Corona Extra, FSN, and Fox Sports in Español presents Top Rank Live. Este combate, pactado a 10 asaltos for the NABF, NABO Super Welterweight title. Este combate, pactado a 10 asaltos por el título peso Super Welter de la NABO y la Federación Norteamericana de Boxeo. Supervising for the NABF, supervisor Cowboy Rex Walker. Supervisor de la NABO, supervising for the NABO, Richard DeCure. Executive matchmaker Brad Take Me Away Goodman. Los jueces son, the judges are Dick Howe, Dave Moretti, and C.J. Ross. The referee, Kenny Bayless. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Las Vegas, Nevada, we find out quién es el más macho. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He steps in wearing gold trimmed in red. Sube el cuadrilátero vestido de dorado con color rojo. He weighed in officially at 150 pounds. Su peso oficial, 150 libras. His professional record, 26 victories against 6 losses, 1 draw, and 16 of his victories coming by way of knockout. Su récord profesional, 26 victorias con 6 derrotas, 1 empate y 16 victorias por knockout. The former IBF Junior Middleweight Champion of the World. El ex campeón mundial peso mediano junior de la FIB. Fighting out of Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And representing Kampala, Uganda. Kassim, the Dream, Ouma. His opponent in the red corner. Su rival en la esquina roja, vestido de azul con color blanco. He steps in wearing blue, trimmed in white. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 153 libras. He tipped the scales at an official 153 pounds. He enters the ring an undefeated fighter with 26 victories. 17 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Invicto hasta el momento en su carrera profesional con 26 victorias. 17 de sus victorias por knockout. The former 04 U.S. Olympian and reigning NABO and NABF Super Welterweight Champion. Fighting out of Glendale, California and representing Aboyan, Armenia. Bandis, the Nightmare Martirosyan.
Okay on both sides. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times. What I say you must obey. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up.
Yesterday at the weigh-in, Kassim Ouma looked Vanes Martirosyan in the face and said, "I'm going to break your nose."
And you know what? Vanes didn't blink.
And since they entered the ring, Livingstone Bramble was in his ear from the moment they got in there till this opening bell.
Well, you touched upon it. Livingstone Bramble feels that this is as big a fight for him as it is for his fighter. So here we go, round 1. And one thing that I think should become clear very quickly is that Martirosyan's not going to have to look for Ouma. Ouma's a pressure fighter. For Ouma, really, it's all about what kind of condition is he in and how dedicated was he to getting himself ready for this fight.
Kassim is coming forward. He's an awkward fighter, Barry. He's difficult to fight because of that awkwardness. He just landed a quick right to Martirosyan. He throws punches when you're not expecting them and from directions you're not expecting them.
Martirosyan, you saw go to the uppercut early in this fight. That seems like a pretty good idea to me. There was again, landed a little low.
But interesting that he's trying to throw a body punch from outside. Martirosyan, good athlete, gets around that ring really well.
Again, an uppercut and then a right hand behind it. Good right hand by Ouma.
Martirosyan, by the way, is definitely staying active. It's not even been a month since he defeated Willie Lee on the undercard of the Kelly Pavlik Miguel Espino fight back in the Youngstown, Ohio. So he wanted to jump right back in there, and he gets the main event, the honor of being the main event on this first Top Rank live show.
And he told us there was no Christmas, no New Year's for him. He was in the gym. Left hand missed, and the left hand by Ouma was a little low.
Ouma's doing a good job here in round 1, keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, cutting the ring. He's a veteran. A little headbutt, which often happens with a taller opponent and a shorter guy like Ouma. Ouma again slipped a left hand in.
Martirosyan, I think, having a little bit of trouble figuring out Ouma here in round number 1.
Well, like you said, he's a little bit, I don't want to say awkward, but he throws punches from strange angles. You can hear the crowd very much in support of Martirosyan. There's a good left hand by Martirosyan.
Now Martirosyan's going to have to stay calm here.
Ouma right back with a right hand of his own. Ouma getting the better of it here. That was a little short. The crowd is going to react every time Martirosyan throws a punch. Another right hand by Ouma. We're coming to the end of the first round. I think a pretty good first round for Kassim Ouma. End of one. We're coming back.
Ready to unthink?
Welcome back, round two. Martirosyan and Ouma. I want to remind you once again, join us at Fox Sport and helping the Haitian people recover from that devastating earthquake a couple of days ago. You can make a donation to help the Red Cross in their relief. Do it on your cell phone. Text 90999 and the word Haiti. $10 donation will be deducted from your cell phone account.
In the corner between rounds, Livingstone Bramble, very excited, was telling Kassim Ouma, you're doing great, you're doing great, you are the man, keep it up, just jab a little more.
Well, I think your point was well taken, that he's got Martirosyan a little confused. That was a pretty good right hand there by Martirosyan. Comes at you in odd angles.
Well, let's remember that Kassim Ouma is a guy who comes into this ring, you know, he's had wins in his career, 2 wins over a world champion like Verno Phillips. He beat Kofi Jontua, he beat Saku Powell, he beat Marco Antonio Rubio. These are quality fighters that he has defeated. And he was right in there in decision losses to Jermaine Taylor and Roman Carmazan. When he fought Taylor for the middleweight title, I thought he gave a great account of himself, considering he was so much smaller than Taylor in that fight.
Yeah, he's at his natural weight right now. 147. He looks absolutely fit. That right hand missed by a little.
Martirosyan, I think, looking a little more comfortable to me in the second round. Both fighters were bruised up in that first round a little bit, Barry. They both had to have ice packs applied to their faces at the end of round one.
Yeah, in fact, Martirosyan, a little swelling above the left eye. Good shot by Martirosyan. Caught him on the way in.
Yeah, and you saw the quickness of hand of Martirosyan there. That good, just the old 1-2, that quick combination. One of his best.
And another good right hand by Martirosyan.
Martirosyan has a varied attack. He can go to the body and the head. As we mentioned, he gets around the ring. He can box and slug. Now, it's up to Ouma to try to not let him be able to dictate the fight. Ouma wants to keep dictating it.
I really like the way he snaps his punches.
They're very sharp.
Well, Ouma very much holding his own in this fight early on. Good right hand by Ouma. Just a jab, but it snapped the head of Martirosyan back. Coming to the end of round number 2. Very close round here. Don't go away. We're coming back. Lots more boxing in our main event.
For those who thought this might be a walkover for the younger fighter, it hasn't necessarily been that way, but there you saw Martirosyan snap off that quick 2-punch combination.
Each man has had his moments in the first 2 rounds. This is round 3. Good right hand by Ouma. Ouma gives you that deception. It looks like he's coming straight at you, but he's really not. His punches come from angles.
And he's just unorthodox enough to lean one way and then throw a punch with the other hand to make you think you're getting a punch from one side and you're not.
He's finding a home for that right hand with some consistency. There it is again.
And he is just pressuring Vanes Martirosyan. Big time pressure. Martirosyan is going to have to suck it up in this fight tonight. His fights last year against Andre Serkon and Willie Lee, Martirosyan was totally dominant from the opening bell.
And not so tonight. And Ouma, you can see, knows how to cut the ring. He doesn't just follow his guy around there. And again, no real damage, but a little right hand, a little uppercut coming underneath that by Ouma. A good right hand by Ouma. And another good right hand by Ouma. And another.
Martirosyan is getting the questions tonight. He's getting the test. Can he answer the questions?
There's another headbutt in there, I believe. Good body shot by Martirosyan, but Kenny Bayless says keep him up.
He's over in that hip.
Well, Livingstone Bramble said, I don't see anything in Martirosyan that scares me. And so far, that's the way Ouma's fighting him. There's a right hand by Martirosyan. And another combination by Martirosyan, and that right hand was caught in the gloves.
Now, to me, Ouma was dominating this round, but it's Martirosyan who's rallying in the last 30 seconds, and we'll see if they can steal the round on the card of the judges.
And he might be able to do that. A good finish for Martirosyan. We'll be back.
We've got a real fight here tonight. Kassim Ouma, the former world champion at the age of 31, pressuring young, undefeated Vanes Martirosyan. And there was a real look, I thought, of concern on Martirosyan's face between rounds in his corner.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And Livingstone Bramble, meanwhile, in the corner of Kassim Ouma, saying, use your jab, that's your key. And there is still a little swelling alongside the left eye of Martirosyan.
Freddie Roach was asking Vanes Martirosyan to move to your left. He's been moving to his right since this round started. He said, move to your left and throw your right hand, then finish it off with a left hook.
Yeah, he also said to him, you're running, don't run.
Now he's got the movement going to the left.
Nice combination by Martirosyan.
The one thing that has really helped Ouma in this fight is that he came out in round one, again, the low blow.
That's a second warning from Kenny Bayless.
He came out, and the style of the fight, the tempo and the style of the fight was dictated by Kassim Ouma, which has been an uncomfortable style for Vanes Martirosyan.
Good start to this third round for Martirosyan. There's a tremendous left cross.
That was a scorching left. And it didn't travel far either, Barry.
Now Martirosyan looking much sharper in this third round. Great movement from him, better than in the other two rounds. Not allowing Ouma to crowd him in this round. Chopping right hand. He has not allowed Ouma to get off in this round.
Martirosyan, in our fighter meeting with him, said the main thing is for me not to get upset, not to go crazy. This has been a problem with him in the past, whether things were going good or bad. He said sometimes if he score a knockdown, if he get a big punch in, he would go crazy trying to finish a guy off. But also, if he had some trouble against Ouma, not to go nuts.
So far, he's containing himself quite well, I think, and this, I believe, is his best round. Dug a left to the body there, and another right to the body.
That's what I meant. When you see Martirosyan's style at mid-ring, you think he must be an all-head puncher, and that's not the case. He punches well to the body.
Heavy-handed puncher also. Started a right to the body, came up with it to the head. Again, a right to the body, and a very good round by Martirosyan, and again, a headbutt. He sees if there's blood, we'll see if there is a weak back.
My joint takes.
A new element added into this fight, the element of blood. There you see the headbutt. The cut began pouring blood immediately after that. They treated it in the corner. And Freddie Roach telling him side-to-side movement in this round.
It's just under the eyebrow, the left eye. There's also some swelling.
Vanes Martirosyan has not had a lot of adversity in his career. He's rarely been in a situation where he's facing any kind of adversity, but he is facing some right now against an experienced former world champion who's giving him a tough time, and Martirosyan has been cut now as well.
And Ouma has been scoring with the right hand, and it's the left eye of Martirosyan that is damaged. Good right hand by Ouma, and another right hand by Ouma. And that eye is going to be a problem before too much longer. Not so much for the blood, but for the swelling.
Different fighters react differently to being in this kind of a situation. We've got to see how Vanes reacts to it here tonight.
And Martirosyan has to stay calm. Remember what you were just speaking of that he told us in our meeting this morning. He doesn't want to get angry. And right now, it seems to me he's fighting angry. There was a right hand by Martirosyan.
That punch could still turn out to be the difference for Martirosyan tonight if he can land it with a little more frequency, because when he gets there, he lands it with authority.
That eye not bleeding too badly. As I said, it's more about the swelling than the bleeding. And again, they're woofing at each other now. This is Ouma's game.
Ouma seemed to resent the fact that he was a near 10-1 underdog in this fight. He said, I'm not going to be anybody's stepping stone.
And again, Ouma just kind of rubbed his hair against the eye of Martirosyan. It's not a pretty sport, folks.
But Ouma, with his new trainer, Livingston Bramble, as a new manager, J. Louis Tortorelli, they all claim, listen, we're coming here to win. This is not about, coming here to just pick up a paycheck and making it easy and being a mark on a kid's record.
Right hand dug in by Martirosyan. Another very close round and another difficult round for the judges to score. End of 5. We're coming back.
We've got a tough, competitive fight here. Possible upset in the making. Martirosyan trying to use his speed, but Ouma using that veteran wisdom, coming right back with a right uppercut. And Kassim Ouma, rolling back the years through the first 5 rounds, is giving Vanes Martirosyan all he can handle.
And starting off the 6th round in the same way. Really being the aggressor, not allowing Martirosyan to get off. The swelling and a little bit of blood continues to be a problem for Martirosyan from the left eye. And Ouma continues to punish him with the right hand. Kenny Bayless taking a very long look at the left eye of Martirosyan.
Martirosyan, I don't think, has ever really found his rhythm in this fight. That's because Ouma's throwing all this veteran, and I say this complimentary, junk at Martirosyan.
Absolutely.
Different looks, unusual punches, angles.
Another little clash of heads. The right hand again by Ouma.
Ouma in surprising shape. Livingston Bramble said he won't lose this from lack of conditioning. I guarantee you that.
Now, Bramble himself used to run, probably by his own admission, overruns sometimes in his training. He had Ouma out running. Good right hand by Martirosyan. That'll wake the crowd up a little bit. Good body shots by Martirosyan, 3 of them. That was low.
He's getting close to having a point deducted now, Martirosyan. That's the third time he's been warned in the fight. Martirosyan needs to crack that right. He's got an excellent 1-2 combination. The left jab and the right immediately following it. The jab often blinds his opponents. They don't see that right coming. And against the left-hander, that could be very effective for him.
Bramble not quite as active in this round. Still scoring with a lot of punches, though. I mean, Ouma, I said Bramble. Of course, that's the way Bramble used to fight, too. And Ouma being very sharp with his punches. 4 punches landed without a return for Martirosyan. In my opinion, another very good round for Kassim Ouma. Round number 7. And the crowd is starting to sense an upset. This crowd very much in support of Martirosyan. And they've been pretty quiet.
Freddie Roach talking about that 1-2 that I talked about in the last round to Martirosyan. He's going, use your jab, then put that right hand right behind it.
This fight's still very much there for Martirosyan.
Oh, yes. This is a major step up, though, in his career in terms of the level of competition that he's fighting in. You know, in every fighter's career, you've got to do it. You've got to take that step. And the promoters have to do that as well. They've got to, find out, throw him in the ocean and see if he sinks or swims.
Right now, he's treading water. Right hand caught on the glove of Ouma. Both of those punches on the gloves of Ouma. The eye is not appreciably worse. There's no blood. Swelling still there, but not worse than it was.
It looks to me, when Martirosyan gets up on his toes, bounces around like he is right now, that he's still trying to find his rhythm.
That was a wild right hand that missed. Good right hand, counter punch by Ouma.
Remember, this is a 10-rounder tonight, not a 12-rounder.
Which is to Ouma's advantage. That was a left hand from Martirosyan. Crowd back into it a little bit.
Martirosyan digging deep, finding something this round.
He did get a right hand in right there. A lot of his punches have been wild and missing behind the head of Ouma. But Ouma not doing very much in this round.
Martirosyan fighting much better this round. Discovering that missing rhythm. Can he keep this up for 3 more, though?
Well, that's going to be the big question. Now the eye starts to bleed a little bit. We'll be back. Round number 8, a much better 7th round for Vanes Martirosyan.
Barry, I think this fight is totally up for grabs. I can't imagine it being a point or 2 more than that either way.
Yeah, and a very difficult fight to judge also.
Well, the rounds have been, in many cases, very close.
I have Ouma ahead by 1 point right now. Martirosyan fighting this round the same way as the last. Those missed. Again, remember, the crowd is going to react much more for Martirosyan. Both of those missed.
Martirosyan has actually fought better on the move here tonight. He has to catch Ouma coming in.
And Ouma has not been accommodating in the last couple rounds. Martirosyan missing more in this round. Right hand just a little short.
Kassim was insistent that this is not some last hurrah for him. That he felt, yes, okay, he lost 3 of the last 4. He felt there were some circumstances there, some close fights, but that he could still rise to the occasion. And I think he is rising to the occasion here tonight. Win or lose, he's fighting a very good fight here against Vanes Martirosyan.
Lost a split decision in his last fight. Not many of those punches got there. Both men missing a lot in this 7th round.
Yeah, and I think Ouma's punch output is dropping, Barry.
Yeah, he's almost letting Martirosyan. There was a right hand by Ouma.
But Martirosyan countered that.
Yep. Good shot by Martirosyan. Ouma might be tiring a bit.
This is really a gritty fight, though.
Again, a close round, but Martirosyan was just the busier of the 2 fighters. End of 8, and we'll be back.
Hey, Judith.
Round number 9. It's really interesting, Rich, listening into each corner as we get an opportunity to do. Very different corner, Livingstone Bramble and Kassim Ouma, than it is Freddie Roach and Vanes Martirosyan.
Well, just from a personality standpoint, of course, they're going to be different. Freddie's got a father-son relationship with Vanes, and Bramble is just, it's almost like a military corner over there.
This is the 9th round, and I think the fight hangs in the balance in these last 2 rounds.
Well, I think if either guy sweeps the last 2, the guy that sweeps will win the fight. But, you know, if you look at it from the Martirosyan standpoint, this is what sooner or later every fighter is going to go through. They're not all going to be easy.
Down goes Martirosyan. Was not hurt. It was a flash knockdown. But it changes everything.
If the fight is as close as we think, that really puts Bramble in command. Excuse me, it puts Ouma in command.
Not to mention Bramble. Ouma gets there with a left hand. It was a wake-up call for Ouma.
Bramble told him in that last round break, he said, if you go for it, you'll stop him. And that was a rather shocking moment in this fight, and a major moment in this fight, and in the career of both of these fighters.
It was a flash knockdown. It actually looked like in that exchange, Martirosyan was getting the best of it.
You saw he leaped up almost like a gymnast.
Yeah. That eye is worsening now for Martirosyan.
Martirosyan may need to return the favor.
Double right hand from Martirosyan. And again a right hand. Right hand by Ouma. Good right hand by Martirosyan.
Vanes still on his toes, still trying to bounce, although his legs don't look real tremendous to me. Martirosyan coming back.
Missed with that right hand. Coming to the end of round 9. How did you see the rest of that round?
Ready to unthink the...
And they exchange pleasantries as we start this final round.
Biggest moment came in the 9th round, and there you saw that little right hand by Ouma, which succeeded in scoring a knockdown.
Now, I thought Martirosyan won the rest of that round, though, so I only made that a 10-9 round.
Well, I still scored a 10-8 on my scorecard, feeling that, you know, a knockdown is a major event during the course of the fight, but it's not up to us here. It's up to the judges.
Exactly.
It'll be interesting to see how they did it. Although I also felt Martirosyan had the edge the rest of the round, but he's going to have to sustain that now here in the 10th. He's got to maybe make something dramatic happen now. And I think he's trying to.
I do too. Now Ouma has got to stay on the gas as well. Livingstone Bramble told Ouma, work the body and you're champion.
I think the surprising thing here tonight, because Martirosyan has landed many stiff, crisp, sharp punches here tonight, very clean on the chin of Ouma, that he hasn't really been able to wobble him or daze him during the course of the fight, let alone knock him down.
Right, lesser foes would have gone. Midway through the final round. Well, Kassim was true to his word.
He came not only to fight, he came to win. He's trying to do just that. You could still have a dead-tight decision if Martirosyan wins this round.
Absolutely. Combination for Martirosyan. I still think the outcome of the fight could be decided in this final minute. I say that having seen some very strange decisions. .40 seconds remaining in this one.
This has really been a grueling fight. Ouma still pressuring.
I'll tell you, this last round, we're going to have to score it right now. Very tough round to score. 14 seconds. Left hand by Martirosyan, right hand by Ouma. Combination Martirosyan. And another combination by Martirosyan. And a right hand by Martirosyan. And that's it, it's over. But Martirosyan probably did enough to win that final round in that last 15 seconds.
It was a terrific fight. It actually got better as it went along. I think Martirosyan, whether he wins or not, passed the test in terms of toughness here tonight. And Ouma certainly answered the questions about whether he's through or not.
No question, no question. Now it's in the hands of the judges. And as we said, we've seen some rather strange verdicts come out of judges. So we'll see. We'll get the decision who wins this one, if either of them, when we come back. This one is now in the hands of the judges. I will say, I had this fight dead even. Rich Murata had Ouma winning by 1 point. But the three people at ringside who make this decision will give it to Lupe Contreras. He has it in his hand. And here's Lupe.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds, the scorecard reads as follows. Damas y caballeros, después de 10 asaltos, esta es la decisión oficial. Dick Houck scores it 97-92. El juez Houck anotó 97-92. Y los jueces Moretti y Ross entregan tarjetas idénticas de 97-93. Judges Moretti and Ross scored about identically at 97-93. For the winner, by way of unanimous decision, para el ganador por decisión unánime, and still NABF and NABO Super Welterweight Champion, Bandes nightmare, Martirosyan.
Well, there's your winner. Far more lopsided than either Rich or I would have thought. I guess that's why we sit here, and that's why the judges sit where they do. We'll talk with the winner when we come.
As we turn the page.
Well, a gutsy win for Vanes Martirosyan. He wins a unanimous decision, and he is with Rich Marotta right now. Rich.
Well, Vanes, that was not easy. Congratulations on the victory, but the toughest fight of your career. Tell us about it.
Thank you very much. I made the fight tougher than it should have been. You know, it was an awkward opponent, and you know, I could have done a way better job, but I made it tougher than I should have been.
All right. Well, congratulations anyway. You can still walk out with the belts. Big victory here for you tonight. Let's go back to ringside.
All right, thanks.